Hi! I'm back. So if you don't remember me, which you probably don't, I've been off the grid for a year and a half now. My name's Taylor. Nice to meet you. And you're probably like, why am I subscribed to her? Why is she on my feed? I was that one girl, if you want to go ahead and look on my page, I was that one girl that was dancing around and like, it was called Send This to a Sad Friend with a mannequin head, and she was throwing emojis. That's me, but I'm much older now. Hi, my name's Taylor. If you don't know who I am, now you do. So basically, I have had a whirlwind of a year. Today, it is the first day of 2023, and one of my New Year's resolutions is to start uploading again and more. I'm gonna I am going to upload at least once a week. You guys are gonna see my New Year's resolution unfold. You're just gonna follow me around. I'm gonna have this camera and we're just gonna see what the life of Taylor is, what the life of a 19-year-old in the middle of the Midwest does for a living, for fun. You're just gonna come along for the ride. While I've been gone, there's been many things that have happened. I've had jobs, I've had many creative outlets, and I've had one hell of a mental health roller coaster. I am one healthy little gal right now, okay? My mental health is at its peak. We're doing great, we're doing fine, we're doing snazzy. And you're like, Taylor, where are you? Where are you? You're in a different setting. Welcome to my cribbo. Welcome to my crib! It's invited my boyfriends. We moved in August, and it is probably one of the best moves that I've done. I graduated high school. I graduated a semester early too, but we're not bragging here. Walking the stage, oh lordy. That was so nerve-wracking and so atrocious that I couldn't. Sorry if I'm looking up, I'm literally looking at the viewfinder. Sorry. I had my first job. It was a craft store. I'm not going to name names for legal reasons. They were horrible. I was only there for 2 months and then I quit. During those 2 months, I got a Mazda Tribute. She was horrible. We got her in a sketchy area. Dealer had no teeth. And she was way too much money for what we got. We brought it home. It worked perfectly fine for the first week. And then that next week, she was throwing up oil at 2 RPMs. One day I was coming home. I ended up accelerating up a hill and her transmission said, I'm going home. My transmission blew. The return of the Mazda was even better. We had to find somebody who would take the Mazda and we didn't know who would because my Mazda was sitting in the driveway for a few months. We don't even know if she runs. So we were telling a whole bunch of salvage yards that she runs and seeing how much they'll give us for. The closest one, they were like, we'll give you 800 because she runs. Me and my dad, we figure it out. We take the car, we take it there, we drop it off, right? When I tell you that thing smelled like burnt rubber and something was on fire inside, I'm surprised it didn't blow up while we were driving it. It had no oil, barely any gas. We made it, okay? We made it. Thank God they didn't check and see like how it looks. That was the last time that thing was driven. We got the check. Then we booked it to my car and then we started booking it home. But we realized something, we kinda left the license plates. So we had to whip it real quick. We grabbed the license plates, then I booked it back, dropped my dad off at home. When I tell you I booked it to the bank. We definitely scammed these people and I'm so sorry for scamming you, but you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes, man. And then I got a new car and it was a cute little ride. It was a 2-door Honda Accord. She was from 2003. She was born the same year I was. Get this, she was almost at 400,000 miles. Eventually, she crapped out on me. Out of the Mazda and the Accord won by a landslide. I got a therapist because my brain was not doing the best, and I still have this therapist. Girl, when I tell you I have mentally grown so far. I'm now an adult. I have to make dinner. Still working that kink out. I had a huge eczema outbreak at this time. This is the summer of 2021. And then I also had impetigo, which impetigo is like an infection. If you had it, I'm so sorry. I feel your pain. Mine started off, I had a little pimple right here. I thought it was a spider bite or a pimple, like any sane person would. I popped it. It started growing. It grew to about this big. And then it went away because I was taking antibiotics, but I was using makeup on it. And so then once it went away, 10 more showed up because I was using the same makeup brushes. And then eczema, I have it. One thing that helps a lot is called moringa oil. It is goated, so if you're an eczema queen, get yourself some moringa oil. I had eczema on my eyelids, on my mouth, on my armpits, on my elbows, everywhere. And I couldn't cry about it because when I would cry, my salty little crocodile tears would have soaked into my little scabs and it would have felt like razor blades. My senior year was interesting. I hated school. I don't like it. It's not the learning part of it, it's the people that I have to attend to. I'm a great learner. I can learn. I love math, but high school, I can't. I just can't do it. I'd rather do it online. So after I graduated at the semester, I was doing this thing called A+. It's this thing, it's a program where I do 50 hours of community service and I will get 2 years free of college. And I did that with an art teacher of mine from elementary school. I worked with K through 6th grade. Any time of the day I would come in, it'd be that grade that I'm working with. I literally learned where the 6th graders came in just so I would avoid them. 6th graders scare the crap out of me. Same with middle schoolers, same with high schoolers. I can't socialize with them. I get like an anxiety little ball. I just learned. I'm not gonna try and teach them. So I made an adult move and I worked with young kids. It was K through 3. When I would draw a stick figure, they would hype me up as if I was Vincent van Gogh. It was literally the best feeling ever. They were the best. The outfits though, they were amazing. They were giving I'm a teacher. It was something for real. And then on my 18th birthday, I got my little septum pierced and I chose this because I can literally flip it up and it's gone. Excuse me, I'm gonna pick my nose for a second. It's stuck. Got it. So if I had a job, I could flip it up. Speaking of jobs, I got my second job. This one was a hostess and it was a cult. I worked at this place and it's a part of this large restaurant chain, but it feels like a cult. I left because I found a newer job and that newer job was a server at the smaller cafe. The way that the people in customer service are is just not the vibe. When I would serve a table, they would treat me like I am the scum on the bottom of their shoe that they can't scrape off. They tipped me great, but I was treated like absolute crap. I'm not gonna deal with that, so we're moving on to better things. During this time, I also got my blood drawn. This is a fun little story. I get an appointment because I need to get labs done. My physical health didn't feel good, and so we were thinking, okay, let's get some labs done to see like what's up. We go in, they take 5 vials. Trigger warning, I'm gonna be talking about blood, so if you don't wanna hear about this, skip to this time and you'll be peachy keen. They put the needle in and everything like, hi, how are you doing? I'm like, I'm great. Oh, needle in my arm, okay, cool. They take 1 vial, it's going good. 2 vials, it's going good. 3 vials, it's going good. 4th one starts to slow down a little bit, and the last one didn't even start flowing when she put the tube in, and so it just took one little, it went, I felt it. It made me feel woozy. Getting your blood drawn at a hospital is very different than getting your blood drawn in a blood drive. I thought it was gonna be like a blood drive. I thought you get like cookie and OJ. No, I got peanut butter crackers and water. And she was like, okay, you're good to go, right after she pulled the needle out of my arm. And I was like, I'm gonna need a second. And then I pass out. And then my boyfriend thinks I was seizing because I did a little twitchy thing. So he thought I was dying. And then the nurse literally just slapped a cold rag on my neck and I woke up eventually. It gets even better. So we go back to my boyfriend's car. He can't find his keys. Where are his keys? We check all over the hospital. Could not find them. We checked all the lost and founds. Could not find them. And then we go back to the car and we look. They are in the car on the floorboard and he locked his car. We're like, okay, AAA. Hey, locked my keys in my car. Can you come? And they're like, yeah, it'll be about an hour. I just passed out and they're telling me that I have to wait another hour at a hospital that's freezing cold in the middle of winter. But my boyfriend treated me to some Starbucks. April 1st, 2022. That was our 2-year anniversary and we had it at Melting Pot. It was so cute and we were so sweet. There was another thing. I almost got rabies. That was a thing. I was driving home when I was working as a hostess. In my neighborhood, just on the street right in front of my parents' house, there was a black cat. He looked blind because he didn't know where he was going and I almost hit him. So I was like, oh my god, kitty, I need to touch, I need to love, I need to pet. I park my car, I walk over there and I'm literally petting this cat. Like I am loving this cat. And he's spinning in circles. That's one sign of rabies. And his pupils are so dilated. I thought he was blind. That's another sign of rabies. And he was just acting weird. He looked like he couldn't see, but he could at the same time. Another sign of rabies. I didn't know this. And so I'm like, kitty cat, come here, kitty cat. Then I go inside, I tell my parents about this cat just outside and they're like, oh my gosh, like let's go see what's wrong. And my mom was like, Taylor, this is weird. This cat's acting up. Let's check rabies. We literally look it up. Cat had rabies. And where I live, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. And so we didn't have animal control. It was too late. So we did what we did. RIP. But yeah, I almost got rabies. I graduated. I walked the stage with my graduating class. And when I tell you I was shitting my pants, I was shitting my pants. And then I got a new car and she's literally still with me. Out of all the 4 cars that I've had, she's the one that I've had for the longest. And then I got my wisdom teeth removed.
Hello, it's Future Taylor. There was a lot of copywritten music on some of these videos, so ignore the audio, but there will be captions.
I drove you. I think well, oh God, Yes, did anything hurt? you always say it. My tongue is numb. Mostly. Apologize. I don't know. Well, it's really done, right? How did that happen? Well, it's fine. Good. How bad do I look? I'm not. And her eyes twitching. That was weird. Very weird. Can I have water? Water?
You want water?
Yeah. I don't know the gauze on my tongue.
It's the gauze.
Yeah.
But you should quit.
Well, right now, I have no idea what's going on.
Try to use no pressure, so you can use motion. Otherwise, no go.
Last thing I remember, we were talking about
Yeah, you gotta keep your mouth closed.
Apple's my story.
No.
You gotta leave the gauze in. You
That's
can't.
what I'm doing.
No.
I'm gonna carry on my going.
That was a fun little time, as you could tell. Then there was this thing called house tours that we were doing. We were looking for a new place, me and my boyfriend. The first one we went on was at a manufactured home. Their website made it look so beautiful, like it was a really good area. It wasn't run down or anything like that. We drive in. When I tell you it was run down, it was run down. So we get to the trailer, and trigger warning, there will be mentions of drug use, OD, and death, fair warning. We walk in, and the first thing this lady says is, I don't know if I'm allowed to disclose this, but somebody died right here in this living room. I was like, oh, okay. So we continue touring because people that have died do not scare me. There's some leading factors that add to it. That's when it starts to bug me. And then I ask her, I'm like, how did he die? And she goes, oh, it was a drug overdose. I was like, okay, cool. Cool, okay. How long was his body here for? 6 days. Huh? I knew right then and there he was in there for 6 days. You know what happens to a body after 6 days. But he also had 4 cats. I'm not gonna go further onto that. You know, you know. If you don't, you don't. It was a really nice trailer. It was really nice. Okay, my camera died. Due to those circumstances, me and Hayden, we decided, let's rather not. We'd rather go find another place. So we toured like 4 or 5 more apartments. Then we found this apartment and we were like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. So we signed the lease. Hayden had moved all of his stuff in. I was renovating this thing, this little table, and I get a call from Hayden, and he got in a car crash, like a really bad car crash. A drunk driver had hit him. He was going 70 miles per hour and he got completely sideswiped. He spun like 3 times and then slid in the ditch like 800 feet, 200 feet more, and he would have probably slammed into a sign and probably died. His window was cracked and his airbags didn't go off, so if he rolled, he most likely would have died. But he didn't. So my mom was like, yeah, Taylor, you should probably stay the night to make sure he doesn't die. And I was like, word, I'm gonna do so. That was the first night we ever spent here, and we have a new addition, and one addition that you didn't even know we had. So we have 2 cats now. One's name is Phoenix. He's a fat furball. And then we have Grimmy. This is my Grimmy. He just woke up. We got him September 20th, I think. Ow, your little nail is in my thigh. I need to show you what we're working with right now. He is laying on the futon, but I'm literally holding him up. There's nothing under here. One more thing I completely forgot to say, I don't know why, I started a t-shirt design thing. It's called T Hoodies Designs. I have the link down below, ready and raring to go for you guys. It's a really cool vibe, definitely check it out. Comment down below what you guys would want to wear, what you guys would want to see on other people, what you want to see me make. I would love to make some clothing for you. That's really it. Moral of the story, I'm trying to get back into YouTube, and I just wanted to fill you in on what you've missed. I am going to be doing more like vlogs. You guys are gonna be coming along with me. I don't live in LA, I live in the Midwest. There isn't much to do, but there is much to do, you know what I mean? Subscribe if you want, don't. Unsubscribe if you want. I get it. I ghosted you guys for so long. I have to earn your trust back, but we're getting there. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a fantastic 2023. Thank you for even thinking about clicking on this video to see what's going on. I was looking in the comments. Yes, I do look at the comments. Everybody's like, where is she? Where is she? I'm here. And I'm going to be posting once a week, vlogs most likely. This will be a fun little ride for all of us. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic 2023, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. I did not just eat you guys. I am so sorry.